Myanmar, a land of ancient kingdoms, golden pagodas, and rich traditions. It's a place where elephants roam and vibrant festivals paint the streets. Beyond its bustling cities and serene landscapes lies a history as intricate as the hand-woven textiles that adorn its markets. The story of Myanmar is an epic tale of resilience, power struggles, and cultural brilliance. Let's embark on a journey through time and discover what makes Myanmar truly extraordinary. The narrative begins long before the official arrival of humans. Around 5000 BC, the Pyu, Mon, and Narmada peoples settled in Myanmar, establishing small kingdoms and influencing its early culture. The name Myanmar itself evolved from the Burmese word Burma, which came from the Mon term bioman, meaning my homeland. Over time, this transformed into Burma, encompassing various indigenous communities. However, around the 11th century, the Bamar people emerged as a distinct ethnic group. When King Anawrahta founded the Pagan Kingdom in 1044, it marked the beginning of an era of greatness. Pagan thrived as a cultural beacon and economic hub for centuries. But by the 13th century, Mongol invasions led to the decline of the Pagan Kingdom, marking a turning point in Myanmar's history. The empire fragmented into smaller states, setting the stage for centuries of shifting power dynamics. Rival dynasties like Ava, Taungoo, and Konbaung rose and fell, each leaving its mark on the cultural landscape. During this period, Myanmar saw the construction of magnificent temples like those in Bagan and the emergence of traditional arts like puppetry. But as the 19th century dawned, a new player entered the scene. The British East India Company, driven by the thirst for power and profit, laid claim to Myanmar's vast resources. The following three Anglo-Burmese wars resulted in the annexation of Lower Burma by the British in 1852 and the complete conquest of Burma in 1885. Myanmar's history was forever altered, ushering in an era of colonial rule. Life under the British Raj was a mixed bag. While infrastructure improved, Myanmar's economy was primarily geared toward serving British interests. Natural resources were exploited, and the gap between the rich and poor widened. Seeds of discontent were sown, nurturing a desire for independence that would shape the 20th century. As the Second World War raged, Myanmar found itself caught in the crossfire. Initially, some Burmese leaders, including Aung San, collaborated with the Japanese in the hopes of expelling the British. However, when the Japanese proved oppressive, Aung San switched sides and played a crucial role in Myanmar's return to Allied hands. After the war, Myanmar gained independence in 1948, marking a new chapter in its history. The country's first prime minister, Thakin Nu, faced the daunting task of forging unity among diverse ethnic groups while battling ongoing civil conflicts. The assassination of General Aung San and other national leaders prior to independence left a power vacuum that contributed to the instability. By the 1960s, the military intervened, marking the beginning of a period of strict socialism and isolation. General Ne Win's policies aimed at rapid industrialization and self-sufficiency led to economic stagnation and human rights abuses. In the 1980s, the situation grew increasingly tense. Student-led protests against the regime erupted, met with violent crackdowns. It was amidst this turmoil that Aung San Suu Kyi emerged as a beacon of hope. The daughter of General Aung San, she advocated for democracy and human rights, becoming a symbol of resistance. Despite international recognition and a Nobel Peace Prize, her calls for reform went largely unheard. As the 21st century dawned, cautious steps towards democracy were taken, but the military's influence remained strong. The 2008 Constitution ensured the military's dominance in politics and the 2010 election, while a step forward lacked international observers. Aung San Suu Kyi's party, the National League for Democracy, boycotted the election. In 2012, Suu Kyi was freed from house arrest and ran in by-elections, entering parliament. This marked a significant shift, but ethnic conflicts continued to simmer, casting a shadow over the country's stability. By 2015, the political landscape had shifted dramatically. Myanmar seemed poised on the brink of full democracy. However, behind the facade of progress, tensions remained. Ethnic conflicts flared, including a brutal crackdown on the Rohingya Muslim minority in 2017. Myanmar's international reputation suffered, and it faced global condemnation. Nevertheless, the promise of democracy endured. In 2015, the NLD won a landslide victory, propelling Aung San Suu Kyi to the position of state councillor, a newly created role with significant power. Her party's dominance raised hopes for a more inclusive government. But the euphoria was short-lived. Fast forward to 2021, and the hopes for a democratic transition in Myanmar lie shattered. The military's seizure of power plunged the country into turmoil. Clashes between security forces and anti-regime fighters have intensified, causing widespread destruction and a humanitarian crisis. The global community has condemned the coup, but the military leadership appears resolute. As Myanmar grapples with instability, its rich cultural heritage endures. Festivals like Thingyan, the Water Festival, continue to bring communities together. The traditional dance dramas based on Jataka tales, the Buddhist scriptures, enthrall audiences. Myanmar's natural beauty remains a solace, from the serene Inle Lake with its floating gardens to the ancient temples of Bagan. The journey through Myanmar's history reveals a nation that has endured centuries of change while preserving its cultural essence. From the grandeur of the Pagan Kingdom to the resilience of its people under colonial rule, Myanmar's story is one of power, struggle, and survival. Today, the nation stands at a pivotal moment, grappling with the legacy of its past and the challenges of the present. The military coup of 2021 has cast a long shadow, disrupting the fragile peace and raising questions about the future of democracy. Yet, amidst the turbulence, Myanmar's cultural vibrancy persists. The smiling faces adorned with thanaka, the ubiquitous longyi, and the timeless traditions offer a glimpse of the indomitable spirit that has defined this remarkable nation throughout history. As we conclude our journey through Myanmar's history, we are left with a sense of awe and admiration for a nation that has navigated the complexities of power, culture, and identity with remarkable tenacity. From the ancient kingdoms to the struggles of the modern era, Myanmar's story has been one of continuous evolution. We have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the impact of colonialism, and the pursuit of democracy. The military coup of 2021 serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of progress. Yet amidst the turmoil, Myanmar's cultural richness continues to shine through. The timeless traditions, the architectural marvels, and the resilience of the people offer a beacon of hope for a brighter future. The question remains, how will Myanmar navigate the challenges ahead? Will it emerge as a beacon of democracy and unity, or succumb to the shadows of division and conflict? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the spirit of Myanmar, its people, and their indomitable culture will continue to endure. Your feedback is very important to us and helps us create more engaging content for you.